Welcome to Kaumudy Global. Kerala actress assault case will be one of the remarkable cases in the Malayalam film industry for sure, as the victim and the accused were active in films both through their individual projects and in some films they have worked together. So, film audience who is now public in terms of the case know and treat them in accordance. But the questions come to the victim that why was she abducted or sexually assaulted? Even before actor Dileep being dragged to the main accused list, everyone was curious enough to know the background story of the victim. Something like a prejudice whether she was the person who was the dominant reason for the assault than that of the accused person. Let's know what people expect from these victims. In sexual assault cases or trials, do you ever consider how the victim looks? Like, are they old or young, fat or lean? You will think in such a way if you have ever heard of perfect victimhood. In most sexual assault cases or domestic violence cases, survivors always try to live up to the exceptions of the said perfect victim idea. The phenomenon is referred to as the ideal or perfect victim, and it is a false assumption about how a victim ought to seem and act in order to be taken seriously as a reliable source. From how the victim presents themselves in court to how they decide to disclose the crime. The notion of this perfect can take many different forms. In any cases like domestic violence or sexual harassment, it is the perpetrator who should always be the center of attention there. But unfortunately, in every cases, the spotlight frequently shifts to the victim. Every facet of a victim's life is examined then, from determining whether or not they were under the influence of alcohol and even figuring out the sequence of events, how long it took them to come forward and report the events as it is. Contrary to what we might feel on a human level, the eyes of the law frequently demand someone to have led a spotless life in order to be believed and validated in their experience of abuse. Prominent activist and author Bri Lay told to LA, Australia that the reason that the perfect victim picture is so dangerous is because it excludes the vast majority of women who are targeted for sex crimes because their perpetrators know that they won't be believed. Simply put, being the ideal victim entails that the victim did not request the harm for sure. No one ever asks for it when it comes to sexual or domestic abuse, but patriarchal public and legal systems frequently blame the victims for these assaults. Victims frequently question themselves since they are expected to have a strong case and to act faultlessly at all times. In order to discredit the victim and ultimately cast doubt, those who adhere to the ideal of perfect victimhood pick apart a victim's personality traits or behaviors, some of which may even be unrelated to the assault. Because of this perfect victim view, survivors frequently come to believe that they were at fault for the assault. When they are questioned, they are led to believe that they must seem to the rest of the world as the victim at every turn. They believe they won't receive compassion or justice if there are holes in the story or if they demonstrate they had the power to confront an abuser. But it is a solace to the victim that Me Too-like movements are evolving. They can express their pains and experiences in open forums now through Me Too. This movement helped survivors find a forum to discuss their own experiences with sexual assault. Me Too discredits this perfect victim idea by allowing survivors to speak on their own terms without having to defend their acts or reasons in a court of law. Dispelling the illusion of the ideal victim is strongly related to the campaign slogan, "Believe Woman." In the other side, we should also sense some people who disguise and misuse these public forum opportunities. So, in every place, deeper investigation should take place and truth and justice should win over anything. I am Shreya signing out. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.